All right, hey, thanks for tuning in again. So, I wanted. Have you ever thought about trust? Of course you have. Trust is such a huge topic, uh, and you could say so much about it. And in all honesty, complete full disclosure, I think trust sucks. It's vulnerable. And that's the main thing that I wanted to focus in on is the vulnerability about it. Trusting somebody is not fun. I mean, it can be, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, you're opening yourself up to be hurt. That's what trust is. You're putting your faith in somebody else or something or whatever to behave or react or do whatever in a certain way. And when it's another person, you're trusting that person to not harm you or to follow through with their word or whatever it might be. It's you're giving that person love and compassion and your vulnerability. And that sucks. Nobody wants to be vulnerable. But that's just life, right? As we have to trust people. We have to trust our parents. Can you imagine a 5-year-old not trusting their mom? I mean, I'm sure that has occurred, but that's an awkward situation. A toddler needs to trust and rely on their caregivers to be able to survive. We need to trust the cars that we ride in, the seatbelt makers. We have to trust the society around us to behave in a certain way in order for us to survive in the world. And there's no question about it. We have to trust. We have to take that leap. And it sucks. Like join the club. But that's the point, right? That's the beauty in trust. If we can take a moment and to embrace that vulnerability and to choose to walk through that, there's not an instance in our lives, if we choose that wisely to trust somebody, not just indiscriminately, then there's no circumstance that should be regretted. Even if we get hurt, even if we get our heart ripped out, we chose to trust and we chose to show up. So, man, I encourage you today or tomorrow, the next time that you have that feeling of not wanting to trust somebody or not wanting to put yourself out there and be vulnerable, to take a moment and decide if it's worth it to step outside of your comfort zone, to be vulnerable. I mean, look back on your life and see those times where you've been vulnerable and trusted somebody and it's worked out positively. Maybe it worked out negatively, but you still got to learn something from that. So over the next day or two or whatever, I encourage you, when you feel like you don't want to go out of your way to trust somebody, when you don't want to be vulnerable, I encourage you to just try it. It's just something to focus on and to be aware of in our lives. We're always going to have to take risks in order to grow and to flourish in life. And this is just one area. But it's something we get better at over time, over many years of practicing. So go ahead and start tomorrow, or don't, but it's a better experience of life when we choose to trust people. That's just what it is. It's a choice. So, all right, guys, you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.